Hear about it. Talk about it now with Matt Patrick.
KTRH News Time is 5:47. Great to have you listening this morning. Well, the children are out of control on the school buses. And the school bus drivers, they are not going to take it anymore. They are fed up. They've protested. They are meeting today with members of their union and HISD, and they want some answers. They want to know what's going on. Kids are smoking weed. They're getting in fights. They're jumping on and off the bus. They're having sex on the bus. Joining me right now, Spring Branch ISD Police Chief Chuck Bronner. Chief, thank you so much for taking the time early this morning. You have the same problem in the Spring Branch ISD. What have you done there? I mean, have you come up with any solutions that we can pass along to HISD?
Well, I think we all face the same types of problems. It's the degree of the problems that we have. And fortunately for Spring Branch, we're a smaller school district and don't have some of the problems that they have on a regular basis. But over the years, we faced the same issues with misbehaving children that end up becoming criminal activity. You're starting fights, you have drugs. Those are issues that we're all dealing with to some degree.
Now, Chief, there's always been, I rode the school bus. There were always rowdy kids on the bus. There was always one or two that were out of control. This goes way, way beyond what I was used to when I was a kid, right?
Well, yes, sir, it is. The rowdy kids is fine. Just being kids is fine. It's when they cross the line.
Right.
And they cross the line into making a simple bus ride into a contentious, fight-filled, bullying situation that these bus drivers, regardless of what school district they're with, are having to cope with, along with the traffic that we have here in the city of Houston. And it's just not an easy issue for them to deal with. Some of the things that we have in place now is that all of our buses in Spring Branch, and I believe HISD has that too, is the cameras on the buses, so that they're able, when we have issues on the bus,
Chief, let me grab Velma Allen here real quick, and then we'll come back to you. Velma, you are an HISD bus driver. Thanks for joining us this morning. Are you driving the bus right now?
No, in about 5 minutes I will be.
Okay, well, thank you for this 5 minutes. Velma, how bad is it on your bus?
It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough, and the bad thing about it is HISD have a policy that goes along with these kids, and it's not being followed. Okay,
have you had any training at all on how to deal with this kind of nonsense?
No, we haven't had any training.
All right. Well, let me do this. Hang on, if you would, both. Chief Chuck Bronner from Spring Branch ISD, Velma Allen, she's an HISD bus driver. Let me do a quick break here. We're going to come back. I want to give you my suggestion. I'm half kidding, half not kidding, and then get some ideas as to what we might be able to do. And I know, Velma, you're going to be meeting with some officials today. Velma, what would you like to see done? Now, I have suggested a little tongue-in-cheek that you all be given tasers and learned how to use them.
Well, if with the taser part, it's not that easy.
Yeah.
Because we have so many kids on the bus.
No,
like a lot of the routes don't have aides or nothing on it, just us. And if we're not careful, all that stuff could be taken away from us, and the kids could start using it.
Well, that's probably true. All right, so so how about parents? I mean, we got kids that are out of control. You think that parents are going to come on the bus and maybe monitor what's going on? I mean, is that an option for you?
In some cases, it is. The parents are not allowed on the buses. Now, we can't allow the parents to get on the buses anymore.
So what do we do? What do we do, Velma? How can I help you?
If HISD can just mainly use their policies, the policies they have for the disciplinary kids, if they can just do that, because if these kids feel like something can happen to them when they're doing all this stuff, it'll be a different scenario. But the problem is it's not being followed.
Why don't you just kick them off the bus?
We can't do that. We can't even tell them they can't get on the bus.
I'd kick them off.
We can't take that route.
Kick them off the bus, Velma.
I need my job.
No, I understand. All right, listen, I know you got to run, so if you need to go, go ahead, Velma. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm going to jump over to Spring Branch ISD Police Chief Chuck Bronner. Chuck, other than cameras, which they've had in buses for a while now, what can we do? I mean, seriously, these kids need a good whooping.
Well, the administration at each school where these kids are going, they need to be made aware of the activity these kids are doing. And then we need to have the parents involved, like you said, in bringing these kids up and talking to them about the stuff that they are causing. But let me tell you something, Matt, that's going on right now. And this is where you can help. Our hands are being tied by the state legislature on how we deal with students. And that's on buses and then on other misbehaving. In the last session of the legislature, they took away our ability to enforce certain Class C citations on students who were in the 6th grade. That includes disruption of transportation, which there is a Class C charge for that. They've taken that away, and they're slowly tying our hands to keep us from enforcing the laws that are on the books right now on certain students. These students, 6th grade and under, you can't do anything with them. And that doesn't go by age. That's by grade.
Yeah.
And we've had a activist group put out some misleading information on what's happening with these citations. But if they keep tying our hands, then these buses and our schools will become more out of control.
Chief, I've got to run, but you know what? That's a great suggestion, and I will keep an eye on that, and I will advocate for that. I thank you both for being on. Police Chief Chuck Bronner and Vilma Allen, HISD bus driver.